Hello everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Pathfinders Academy. I'm Mehul and we are continuing the current affairs MCQ series. This is the part 3. Let's begin. Before we move along, I would like to remind you all that we have launched a batch on an academy for the upcoming CAPF Assistant Commandant Examination 2021, and the name is Goal CAPF AC 2021. It's an 8-month long batch in which Dr. Prashant Gupta, former Assistant Commandant of the CISF, Ms. Divya Gupta, former Assistant Commandant of the CRPF, along with their team, will be conducting sessions. And on using the code PrashantYT10, you guys can avail a special discount of 10%. So please hurry and avail the offer. I would also like to remind you all that we have launched a batch for the upcoming ACIO examination under the name Mission IB ACIO 2021, in which Mr. Sanjay Kumar, former Intelligence Bureau and ex-Indian Army personnel, along with Assistant Commandant Dr. Prashant Gupta, Assistant Commandant Ms. Divya Gupta, and their team will be conducting lectures. And again, on using the code PrashantYT10, you guys can avail a special discount of 10%. So let's begin. Which department organized National Digital Conference of Ease of Doing Business for Atmanirbhar Bharat along with Confederation of Indian Industry? The event was inaugurated by Union Minister Piyush Goyal. And the answer is Department of Promotion of Trade and Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Union Environment Minister Mr. Prakash Javadekar represented India in 6th BRICS Environment Ministers meeting hosted by which country? And the answer is Russia. Prakash Javadekar, Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, participated in the 6th BRICS Environment Ministers meeting under the presidency of Russia, along with the Environment Ministers of Brazil, Russia, China, and South Africa over a virtual platform from New Delhi. The BRICS Environment Ministers established BRICS Environmentally Sound Technology BEST platform and observed that it is of fundamental importance that we develop existing areas of development under the BEST platform, setting clear expectations in terms of the results. What is the name of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Mars rover, which was launched recently to seek signs of ancient life? And the answer is Perseverance. United States, the US's fifth Mars mission, Mars 2020, initiated by NASA after launching the biggest Mars rover named Perseverance, which was lifted off by United Launch Alliance Atlas 541 rocket from Florida's Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. The rover will land on Zagero crater of Mars on February 18, 2021 with duration of at least 1 Mars year, that is 687 Earth days. The outlay of Mars Mission 2020 is around 2.7 billion US dollars. The project aimed to seek signs of ancient life and collect first Martian rock and soil samples for possible return to Earth for analyzing and will be retrieved during future missions in 2031. The rover is also carrying a small helicopter named Ingenuity, which aims to be the first aircraft to fly on another planet. International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, the world's largest fusion reactor, is located in which country? And the answer is France. The International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, the ITER, celebrated the startup assembly of the ITER tokamak near Saint-Paul-les-Durance, France, The celebration was hosted virtually by the French President Emmanuel Macron, and all ITER member countries participated either in person or electronically through remote mode. India also participated in the celebrations and considered the global participation of scientists to project as a perfect illustration of the age-old Indian belief, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. ITER cryostat is manufactured by India by Larsen and Toubro. Cryostat is a chamber that can maintain very low temperatures. The ITER is a collaboration of 35 nations launched in 1985. The ITER members include China, the European Union, India, Japan, South Korea, Russia, and the United States. Where is the headquarters of the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative located? And the answer is New Delhi. Which country will take over the presidency of BRICS in 2021? And the answer is India. India will assume the presidency of BRICS in 2021. Currently, Russia holds the presidency of BRICS for the year 2020. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has inaugurated an upstream carriageway of the Mahatma Gandhi Bridge in Bihar recently. The Mahatma Gandhi Bridge was built over which river? And the answer is Ganga. As a part of the renovation of the Mahatma Gandhi Bridge or Setu over River Ganga in Bihar, Union Minister for Road Transport, Highways and MSMEs, Nitin Gadkari virtually inaugurated its upstream carriageway. This means the 2 lanes are completed of the 4-lane bridge, which is being renovated at the cost of rupees 1742 crore. The online ceremony was presided over by Chief Minister of Bihar, Mr. Nitish Kumar. This is the first ever bridge in India using modern technology for improving the existing structure. The designing of the bridge has been done by the Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, in discussion with international consultants. The Maharashtra government approved the Maharashtra Agribusiness Network Magnet project worth rupees 1000 crore. Which among the following bank will provide 70% of funds to the project? And the answer is Asian Development Bank. The Maharashtra government approved the Maharashtra Agribusiness Network, that is Magnet project, worth rupees 1000 crores, that is 142.9 million US dollars. The project aims to help farmers across all districts in the state for the next 6 years. This will boost the fruit and vegetable production and will improve processing and minimize the losses in the sectors of perishables. 70% of the project will be funded by Asian Development Bank, while rest of the 30% by the state government. The ministry which received the, the Scotch Global Award in Digital India category for empowerment of tribals through IT-enabled scholarship schemes in its 66th edition. And the answer is Ministry of Tribal Affairs. The Scotch Awards were presented over a virtual platform at the 66th Scotch Summit in New Delhi. The 66th Scotch 2020 competition on the title India Response to COVID through Digital Governance, and the Ministry of Tribal Affairs participated in the Digital India e-Governance 2020 competition. Scotch Gold Award was presented to the Ministry of Tribal Affairs for its project of scholarship division, empowerment of tribals through IT-enabled scholarship schemes. Which state government has received Scotch Gold Award for its blockchain-based property registration project? And the answer is Telangana. The government of Telangana won the Scotch Gold Award for its blockchain based property registration project. The solution was piloted in partnership with CDAC Hyderabad to ensure tamper proof land records. Also, sand sale management and monitoring system, the robust and transparent ICT solution of the Mineral Development Corporation Limited of Telangana, received the Scotch Gold Award under the Digital India category. Which state government has got Scotch Platinum Award in Digital India category in 66th edition? And the answer is West Bengal. The E-Samadhan Chief Minister's Office Public Grievance System of the Government of West Bengal received the Scotch Platinum Award, top award from the Scotch Foundation for its performance of grievance redressal sale at the Chief Minister's Office. Which is the highest peak in Aravalli Ranges? And the answer is Guru Shikhar. Aravalli Range, a hill system of northern India running northeasterly for 350 miles, that is 560 kilometers, through Rajasthan state. Isolated rocky offshoots continue to just south of Delhi. The series of peaks and ridges with breadths varying from 6 to 60 miles, that is 10 to 100 kilometers, are generally between 1000 and 3000 feet, that is 300 and 900 meters in elevation. The system is divided into two sections. The Sambar Sirohi ranges, taller and including Guru Peak at Mount Abu, the highest peak in the Aravalli range, and the Sambar Khetri ranges consisting of three ridges that are discontinuous. The Aravalli range is rich in natural resources including minerals and serves as a check to the growth of western desert. It gives rise to several rivers including the Banas, the Luni, the Sakhi and Sabarmati. Though heavily forested in the south, it is generally bare and thinly populated, consisting of large areas of sand and sandstone and of masses of rose-colored quartzite. Khadi and Village Industries Commission, that is the KVIC, functions under which ministry? And the answer is Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Basically, the Ministry of MSMEs. The Khadi and Village Industries Commission, a statutory organization under the administrative control of the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises as the single nodal agency. Bidao is the navigation satellite system of which country? And the answer is China. China on July 31, 2020 formally launched full global services of its Bidao 3 navigation satellite system, that is BDS, to rival the widely used American GPS and provide independent navigation structure for its increasingly modernizing military. Chinese President Xi Jinping attended a ceremony to mark the launch of full global services to the Bidao 3. Banerghatta Biological Park is located in which state? And the answer is Karnataka. Budhi Gandak River, which was in news recently, is located in which state? And the answer is Bihar. Who launched the Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan 2020 and 2021? And the answer is Dr. Harshavardhan. Union Minister for Ministry of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshavardhan, launched Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan 2020-2021. The VVM is a national level program for popularizing science among school students of class 6 to 11th. The Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is an initiative of Vigyan Bharati or Vibha. in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, Government of India, and National Council of Educational Research and Training, the NCERT, an institution under the Ministry of Education, which was formerly known as the Ministry of Human Resources Development. The Cotton Corporation of India plans to set up its own warehouse in which country? And the answer is Vietnam. The Cotton Corporation of India, which is holding surplus stocks of cotton just ahead of the next harvest season, is trying to boost exports of the fiber crop. A memorandum of understanding is being worked out to export 1.5 to 2 million bales, that is 170, one bale equals 170 kilograms of cotton, to Bangladesh, while the state-run CCI will also set up its own warehouse in Vietnam to boost cotton exports. Muhammad Irfan Ali has become the president of which country? And the answer is Guyana. Former Guyanese Housing Minister Muhammad Irfan Ali became the president of the country after he was declared as the winner of the disputed March 2020 general election following a recount. He is a member of the opposition People's Progressive Party, the PPP. He succeeded David A. Geranger, who has won the British Grand Prix 2020? And the answer is Lewis Hamilton. Formula One champion Mercedes's Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix 2020, also known as the Formula One Pirelli British Grand Prix 2020, held at the Silverstone circuit in United Kingdom. This is his seventh time to win this title. He is the only racer to win most of the British Grand Prix. The Galapagos Island, the world's first UNESCO World Heritage Site, is located in which country? And the answer is Ecuador. Recently, Ecuador has expressed an official discomfort over the sighting of a flotilla of 260 mostly Chinese fishing vessels near the Galapagos archipelago. The Galapagos Islands spread over almost 60,000 square kilometers and are a part of Ecuador. Ecuador became a member of the Ecuador made a part of the Galapagos, a wildlife sanctuary, in 1935, and the sanctuary became the Galapagos National Park in 1959. In 1978, the islands became UNESCO's first World Heritage Site. This is the location of the Galapagos Island, and this is Ecuador. The capital of Ecuador is Quito. The Agatti Island is located in which country? And the answer is India. Recently, the Southern Bench of the National Green Tribunal has granted an interim stay on felling of coconut trees on Agatti Islands in Lakshadweep. It is at a distance of 459 kilometers, that is 248 nautical miles, from Kochi, Kerala, and is located to the west of Kavaratti Islands. Kavaratti is the capital of the Union Territory of Lakshadweep, India. This is the location of the Agatti Island. Which ministry was renamed as the Ministry of Education recently? And the answer is Human Resource Development Ministry. The Union Cabinet has decided to change the name of the Ministry of Human Resource Development to Ministry of Education. The HRD ministry is currently headed by Ramesh Pokhriyal, also known as Nishank. The Mukundra Hill Tiger Reserve is located in which state? And the answer is Rajasthan. The country's third tiger reintroduction program at the Mukundra Hills Tiger Reserve, the MHTR, Jaipur, Rajasthan, is facing another crisis after Tigress MT2, which gave birth to two cubs in June, died on August 3rd, 2020. What is the name of the health assistant robot which was designed by the Mumbai division of Central Railways? And the answer is Rakshak. The Mumbai division of Central Railways designed a health assistant robot, Rakshak, that communicates between doctors and patients remotely. The robot was developed in-house at the electric multiple unit car shed by Sunil Bairva, senior divisional electrical engineer, and his team in Kurla, Mumbai section of the Central Railway. The main objective of building the robot is to avoid spreading of the COVID-19 virus among the people. John Hume, who passed away recently in August 2020, is the Nobel laureate in which field? And the answer is peace. The Nobel Peace Prize awardee of the year 1998 and a prominent Northern Ireland politician, John Hume, passed away at the age of 83 in a Londonderry nursing home due to a long period of illness. He was born on January 8, 1937 in Londonderry, Northern Ireland, a part of the United Kingdom. Which state planned to develop India's first snow leopard conservation center? And the answer is Uttarakhand. India's first snow leopard conservation center is to be set up in Lanka near Bhairangati Bridge in Uttarkashi district, Uttarakhand. Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Trivendra Singh Rawat, chaired a meeting along with State Forest Minister Harak Singh Rawat and other officials to look into the setting up of the conservation center. It will be built by the Uttarakhand Forest Department along with United Nations Development Programme as a part of its 6-year-long project securing livelihoods, conservation, sustainable use and restoration of high-range Himalayan ecosystems. Which among the following cities will be developed as smart cities in the Union Territory of Ladakh? And the answer is Leh and Kargil. The centre will develop Leh and Kargil as smart cities in the newly formed Union Territory of Ladakh, working on a Home Ministry proposal to improve infrastructure and generate job opportunities in Ladakh. The Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry has formed a 5-member team under Smart Cities Director Rahul Kapoor to guide the Union Territory in formulating detailed project reports for both the cities. How much was the amount that was contributed by India to the India United Nations Development Partnership Fund? And the answer is 15.46 million US dollars. The government of India has contributed 15.46 million US dollars to the India United Nations Development Partnership Fund as a support to fellow developing nations for their 2030 agenda for sustainable development and related projects. In this regard, a check of 15.46 million US dollars was handed over by India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador T.S. Tirumurti, to the United Nations Office for South Cooperation, that is the UNOSSC, Director Jorge Shedik, at a ceremony held within social distancing guidelines at the Permanent Mission of India to the United Nations. The first country in the world which plans to require Facebook and Google to pay for news content provided by media companies is Australia. Australia will force US tech giants Facebook Incorporated and Alphabet Incorporated's Google to pay Australian media outlets for news content in a landmark move to protect independent journalism that will be watched around the world. Australia will become the first country to require Facebook and Google to pay for news content provided by media companies under a royalty style system. Which country has conducted the test flight of LGM-30G Minuteman III missiles recently? And the answer is the United States. United States Air Force conducted a scheduled test launch of an LGM-30G Minuteman III, an intercontinental ballistic missile carrying a load of 3 unarmed re-entry vehicles from the Vandenberg Air Force Base in California, United States, to a target in the Pacific Ocean. Missiles 3 re-entry vehicles traveled up to 6,759 kilometers to the Kwajalein Atoll in the Marshall Islands as a part of the developmental test. Indira Gandhi Zoological Park is located in which state? And the answer is Andhra Pradesh. Koiladev National Park is located in which state? The answer is Rajasthan. The Central Pollution Control Board functions under which ministry? And the answer is Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. What is the capital and currency of Spain? The answer is Madrid and Euro. The capital is Madrid and the currency is Euro. Who is the chairman of Khadi and Village Industries Commission, the KVIC? And the answer is Vinay Kumar Saxena. The current chairman of Khadi and Village Industries Commission is Mr. Vinay Kumar Saxena. The foundation stone of Indian Institute of Management, Sirmaur, was laid down in which state? And the answer is Himachal Pradesh. The Union Minister of Education, Ramesh Pokhriyal, also known as Nishank, has laid the foundation stone of Indian Institute of Management, Sirmaur, at Dhawala Kuan in the Sirmaur district of Himachal Pradesh through video conference, along with Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Shri Jairam Thakur, Minister of State for Finance, Shri Anurag Singh Thakur, and Minister of State for Education, Shri Sanjay Dhotre. Ajay Tyagi has got extension as chairman of which organization till February 28, 2022? And the answer is the Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is the SEBI. The Appointments Commission of the Cabinet, the ACC, Government of India, has approved another extension of Ajay Tyagi's term as the chairman of the SEBI for 18 months with effect from 1st September 2020 to 20th of February 2022 or until further orders, whichever is earlier. The government has granted a 6-month long extension to him before the expiry of his 3-year tenure on March 1, 2020. He took charge from his predecessor UK Sinha on March 1, 2017. Name the Malayalam film which has won the Best Film Award at the 20th edition of the New York Indian Film Festival, the NYIFF. And the answer is Mudun. Malayalam film Mudun and National Award winning documentary Sunrise won awards at the 20th edition of the NYIFF of the Indo-American Arts Council, which was conducted as a virtual event with the celebrities of the film industries and award winners participating from all across India and the United States. The Malayalam film Mudun, directed by Geetu Mohandas, starring Nivin Pauly, won the Best Film Award in the 20th NYIFF. For Mudun, Nivin Pauly won the Best Actor Award for his role as Akbar, and Sanjana won the Best Child Award for her role as Mullah. Sunrise, directed by Vibha Bakshi, won the 20th NYIFF award under the Best Feature Documentary category. Gargi Anandan won the Best Actress award at the 20th NYIFF for the film Ran Kalyani. Name the person who authored the book titled Raw, a history of India's covert operations. And the answer is Yatish Yadav. The famous journalist and author Yatish Yadav wrote a book titled Raw, that is Research and Analysis Wings, a history of India's covert operations, which narrates the heroic operations carried out by the Indian External Spy Agency RANW, has been published by Western Publications and is available in Amazon and other bookstores in India. Shirley Ann Grau, who passed away recently, has won Pulitzer Prize for which book? And the answer is The Keepers of the House. The famous fiction writer and Pulitzer Prize winner Shirley Ann Grau died at the age of 91 due to a stroke in New Orleans, Louisiana, the United States. She was born on 8th July 1929 in New Orleans, Louisiana. Shirley won the Pulitzer Prize for her fourth book, The Keepers of the House, in 1965. The Hiroshima Day was observed annually on August 6. The year 2020 marked the dash anniversary of the Hiroshima Day, and the answer is 75th. August 6th of every year is observed as Hiroshima Day to mark the world's first atomic bombing on Hiroshima, Japan, during World War II, which instantly killed more than 70,000 people. The day is to remember the victims of the bombing and to promote world peace and create awareness among the hazards of nuclear power and nuclear weapons. 6th August 2020 marks the 75th anniversary of the Hiroshima Day. On 6th August 1945, the United States of America detonated the first nuclear bomb named Little Boy, a uranium gun-type bomb from a modified B-29 bomber named as Enola Gay at 1900 feet above the city of Hiroshima, followed by Fat Man, a plutonium implosion bomb over Nagasaki on 9th August 1945. The Kushinagar International Airport is located in which state? And the answer is Uttar Pradesh. Union Cabinet on July 24, 2020 approved the declaration of the airport in Uttar Pradesh's Kushinagar as an international airport. India is establishing an international airport in Kushinagar for Buddhist pilgrims, including those from Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday informed his Lankan counterpart Mahinda Rajapaksa about the establishment of an international airport in the Buddhist pilgrim city of Kushinagar, and it's said that the city looked forward to welcoming visitors from Sri Lanka at an early date. The Genbaku Dome, the UNESCO World Heritage Site, is located in which country? And the answer is Japan. The Hiroshima Peace Memorial, Genbaku Dome, Japan, is one of the few structures left standing in the city center after the bomb exploded on 6th August 1945. Where is the headquarters of the Export-Import Bank of India located at? The answer is Mumbai. The headquarters of the Exim Bank of India is located at Mumbai, Maharashtra. Name the coastal village or villages which is or are first in Indian Ocean region termed as tsunami ready by United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, the UNESCO. And the answer is both 1 and 2, Venkatraipur and Noliasahi. United Nations Educational, Scientific and cultural organization, the UNESCO recognizes Venkatrayapuram and Noliasahi villages of Odisha as tsunami ready for the overall preparedness to face the tsunami wave. With this recognition, Odisha became the first state in India, and India became the first country in the Indian Ocean region to achieve the honor from the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission, the IOC of UNESCO, which organization collaborated with Simply Learn to upskill professionals in digital skills. And the answer is National Skill Development Corporation. In order to support the continuity of digital skilling of the Indian workforce, Simply Learn, a global provider of digital skills training, joined hands with National Skill Development Corporation. Under this collaboration, Simply Learn will host more than 1000 hours of free learning in digital skills and technologies from learners across India under the categories of artificial intelligence and machine learning, big data, data science, and business intelligence, cybersecurity, software development, project management, and digital marketing. This partnership is aligned to the Skill India mission, which is the first state in India to partner with Google India to provide learning tools to schools. And the answer is Maharashtra. Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Uddhav Thackeray, announced the partnership with Google, which will blend Google's learning programs that integrate the classroom approach with online learning over a virtual launch event. Maharashtra became the first state in India to collaborate with Google India for statewide distribution of G Suite for Education and Google Classroom. Which language was dropped from the list of examples of foreign languages in National Education Policy? And the answer is Mandarin. The National Education Policy has dropped Mandarin or Chinese from its list of examples of foreign languages that can be taught in schools. The language was included in the draft version of the policy released in May 2019 but was missing from the final policy document by the Union Cabinet. Who is the president of Sri Lanka? The answer is Gotabaya Rajapaksa. And who is the prime minister? Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. Prime Minister is Mahinda Rajapaksa and the President is Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Who has been appointed as the 14th Comptroller and Auditor General, that is CAG of India? And the answer is Girish Chandra Murmu, GC Murmu. Ramnath Kovind, President of India, as per the powers conferred on him by Section 1 of the Article 148 of the Constitution of India, has appointed Girish Chandra Murmu as the 14th Comptroller and Auditor General of India, with effect from the date he assumes charge of his office. He succeeds Rajiv Maharishi, who completed his term on August 8, 2020, as he attained the age of 65. GC Murmu will take oath as on uh, GC Murmu has taken oath on August 8, 2020 at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He is the first tribal person to become CAG of India. He will have a tenure until November 20th, 2024. Pradeep Kumar Joshi has been appointed the chairman of which organization? And the answer is Union Public Service Commission, the UPSC. UPSC appointed Professor Pradeep Kumar Joshi as its new chairman. His tenure as the chairman of UPSC will be until April 4, 2022. He succeeded Arvind Saxena, who retired as the UPSC chairman on 6th August 2020. What is the capital and currency of Mozambique? And the answer is Maputo and Metical. The capital is Maputo and currency is the mythical. This is the flag of Mozambique. Where is the headquarters of the Life Insurance Corporation of India located? And the answer is Mumbai. The headquarters of the Life Insurance Corporation of India, the LIC, is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Who is the present Director General of Sports Authority of India, the SAI? And the answer is Mr. Sandeep Pradhan. Mr. Sandeep Pradhan, a 1990 batch IRS officer, is the Director General of Sports Authority of India. Which is the first country in the Indian Ocean region to achieve this status of tsunami ready from the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of the the UNESCO, that is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. The answer is India. Odisha became the first state in India, and India became the first country in the Indian Ocean region to achieve this status of tsunami ready from the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of the UNESCO. Secretariat for the Intergovernmental Coordination Group for the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System, the ICG/IOTWMS, is located in the Indian Oceanographic Commission, Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission, UNESCO Regional Program Office in Perth, in Western Australia. The headquarters of the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission is in Paris, France. The cabinet of which state has approved the policy of reserving 50% seats for women in the village level community institutions? And the answer is Meghalaya. Conrad Konkal Sangma, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, informed the Cabinet's approval for the passage of the policy on reservation of seats for women in village employment councils, that is the VECs. The policy of reserving 50% seat for women in the village level community institutions. This policy ensures the employment of women by establishing a forum for women to exercise their leadership and freedom. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, the IBBI, has amended the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, that's the Voluntary Liquidation Process Regulations 2017 recently. Where is the headquarters of the IBBI located at? The answer is New Delhi. In exercise of the powers conferred by Clause T of subsection 1 of Section 196, read with Section 240 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, the New Delhi headquartered Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India has amended the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India Voluntary Liquidation Process Regulations 2017. The chairman of the IBBI is Dr. M.S. Sahu. Flipkart signed MOU, that is a memorandum of understanding, with which state of government with which state governments one district one product scheme recently? The answer is Uttar Pradesh. E-commerce platform Flipkart signed a memorandum of understanding with Uttar Pradesh government's one district one product scheme. As part of the MOU, artisans, weavers and craftsmen under the one district one product scheme will be brought into Flipkart Samarth initiative. This partnership will enable the underserved communities to showcase their specialized products and crafts in the e-commerce platform. The researchers from which IIT has won Gandhian Young Technological Innovation Awards, that is the GYITI Awards 2020, for generating electricity from wet cloths. And the answer is IIT Kharagpur. Gandhian, Te- Gandhian Young Technological Innovation Awards 2020 is bestowed to a group of researchers from the Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur for developing a mechanism for generating electricity from wet clothes left under sunlight to dry. The work has been published in Nano Letters, a high impact journal in the field, and the innovation has been patented by them. Which Indian organization is one among the 10 global organizations which received the Food Systems Vision 2050 prize for its Eat Right India movement? And the answer is the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, the FSSAI. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, the FSSAI, was selected as one of the 10 global organizations for the Food System Vision Prize by the Rockefeller Foundation in partnership with Second Muse and Open IDO for the Eat Right India movement. Also, the Nandi Foundation, a Hyderabad-based non-profit organization, was one of the top 10 visionaries in the world for the Food Vision 2050 prize. The IIT, which in collaboration with Imperial College London developed a nanoparticle called the metagrid, and the answer is IIT Guwahati. The Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati, India, and the Imperial College London have developed nanoparticles called the metagrid and metamaterial grid that makes the light emitting diodes LED brighter, energy efficient, and durable. It was jointly developed by Dr. Debabrata Sikdar, assistant professor at the IIT Guwahati, along with Professor Sir John P. Pendry and Professor Alexei von Korniashev from the Imperial College of London. The Dragon Endeavour is the spacecraft of which space company? And the answer is SpaceX. NASA astronauts Robert Behnken and Douglas Hurley were aboard the SpaceX Crew Dragon Endeavour spacecraft as it was lifted off into the SpaceX Go Navigator recovery ship shortly after landing in the Gulf of Mexico off the coast of Pensacola, Florida. Which country is going to host the ICC's Men's T20 World Cup 2021? The T20 World Cup 2022 will be hosted by Australia, and the answer is India. The International Cricket Council confirmed that India will host the Men's T20 Cricket World Cup 2021, the 7th edition, between October and November 2021, as the Board of Cricket Control for India the Board of Cricket Control for the Board of Control for Cricket in India, the BCCI, retained the hosting rights, and Australia will host the 2020 World Cup, the 8th edition, which was postponed due to the global pandemic. The Avirakulam National Park is located in which state? And the answer is Kerala. The Avirakulam National Park is situated in Kerala. The park is in continuity with the neighboring Chinar Wildlife Sanctuary, the Anamudi Shola National Park, the Pampadam Shola National Park, the Kurinjimala Sanctuary, and the Anamalai Tiger Reserve. The Pilibhit Tiger Reserve is located in which state? And the answer is Uttar Pradesh. The Pilibhit Tiger Reserve is situated in Uttar Pradesh. So that's all for today's session, guys. And I would like to remind you all that we have launched Goal CAPF AC batch and the Mission IB ACIO batch on Unacademy. And on using the code Prashant YT10, you guys can avail a special discount of 10%. So please hurry, a special discount of 10%. So please hurry and avail the offer. Thank you.